There are a lot of things that Black women are expected to do, and most of them are not positive. We're expected to be loud, we're expected to be hypersexualized, we're expected to be ghetto, whatever that means. We're expected to be rude, we're expected to be stupid, we're expected to have like a bunch of baby daddies, and even that so-called ghetto label doesn't necessarily have to be the worst thing in the world. But those are just things that we're expected to do. But I came up with a short list, and it's a very short list. It's not comprehensive in any way. These are things that I think a Black woman should never do. Like, never. If she can possibly help it. Number one, a Black woman should never come outside looking any kind of way. Never. Because the expectations for us are already so low, it's almost your responsibility to live beyond those low expectations. Well, we shouldn't have to do what other people expect. No, absolutely not. But we live in a world with other people, and appearance matters. And even more importantly, you should never come out looking any kind of way, because that makes you feel less. That makes you feel poor. That makes you feel unlikable. That makes you feel crappy. And at the end of the day, it really is all about how you feel. Number two, a Black woman should never accept that it's okay for her to have less. See, the world already doesn't want to give us anything unless we struggle with all our mights and beg and plead for it. But when you go out and you work and you earn and you follow the rules and you do all the right things, and somebody tries to give you less than just because of how you look, well, no, you should not accept that. Full stop. Because that's their nonsense. You are not obligated to buy into their narrative. That is why you must create your own. And in your own narrative, you should never be the one taking less. Number three, a Black woman should never blindly accept mistreatment. Now, this is a very, very wide spectrum. Mistreatment could come from people who are close to you. It could come from your job. It could come from strangers in stores, on the streets. But you should never blindly accept that because you're Black and you're a woman and you know how people are. Okay, so what? The least you can do is leave. You can get out their way. You don't have to stay there and accept less. If they're treating you rudely in a store, you go to another counter, get someone else to wait on you, or you leave that store and give somebody else your money. Because I can guarantee you, there's a high quality establishment just around the way who would love to take your hard-earned dollars. Trust me. That mistreatment could come from friends, family. You know, those backhanded, passive-aggressive compliments that are really insults. You don't have to take that. You don't. And you don't have to engage in the kerfluffles and fuss and why you do no. You just pack up your little bag, you get in your car, and you leave. And when they call, you don't answer. And when the family member calls to ask what's wrong with you and the other family member, you tell them, well, you know, I'm not in the business of accepting less. And less includes insults that have been dressed up as compliments. And that's that. And number four of this random short list of things that Black women should never do, we should never live down to anybody's expectations. Notice I said live down, because the expectations that most people have for Black women are already quite low, sadly. So what they expect from you is quite low, sadly. You don't have to align yourself with their existing bias. I saw this one girl on social media, and she was talking about how she went into a bank and the teller, she was talking to the woman very, professionally, But because she wasn't kowtowing and genuflecting and ass kissing, the woman said, well, I don't want to wait on you because you're nasty and I'm scared of you. I would have looked at her, and the other woman had already come up. I'd have said, oh, okay. Now, this is what I need. Here's my bank card and this and that and da-da-da. Done. But this woman took the time to explain why that was dangerous and this and that. That broad already knew that behavior was dangerous, as well as being completely inappropriate. They know people are adults. They're not that stupid, even if they're not that smart. Stop wasting your time explaining stuff to folk. You need to spend your time on yourself and your family. That's time well spent. That's energy well spent. So focus where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. Think ROI. Always. Yeah,